By forcing your way outside your shell, you will do great things. Hello YouTube, this is Chriz Maniac, bringing you another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. And now this battle is against Cameron, and here I have my standard Volt turning team. And like the idea of this team is to weaken the other team enough to allow my Cloyster to come in safely, set up a Shell Smash, and then sweep. And this is a fine example of how one could do that. So as you can see, half of his Pokemon are weak to ice, which is already really good. The only thing I'm worried about Cameron's team is his Conkeldurr, because I have no answer for Conkeldurr, as you can see for all my games. Because like Conkeldurr, like with my Volt Training team, doesn't really like Conkeldurr absolutely wrecks my Volt Training team. Basically, he just spams Drain Punch and everything on the whole team, and I can basically like wreck it. Anyways, I go for Hidden Power Ice and that Latios. And then like it doesn't like knock it out or come close to knocking it out, so I switch out right there because I know it'll outspeed me. And he could go for a Slice Shock next turn. And I'm thinking of this thing is Scarf because it went before me earlier. Actually, never mind, it's not Scarf. It's Life Orb. So yeah, I could Bullet Punch it next turn with my Caesar, and then it would be he's forced out basically. So anyways, I go for a U-turn right here, knowing that he's gonna bring his Landorus to get off like Intimidate on me or to like take a Bullet Punch. So that is a great move by me because now I can get the Switch Initiative and then bring in Gunther just to hit this thing with a super effective move of some sort, like Water Pulse or Ice Beam. I took off Rapid Spin off Gunther because I know that Rapid Spin is not really that useful on my Blastoise. Well, it actually is useful, but it's spent better with a fourth attacking move, and my Mandibuzz has Defog, so yeah, that's why I don't have Rapid Spin on my Blastoise anymore. And he brings in Florges, and I go for the Water Balls right here, just not like over predicting or anything. And it does a pretty good amount of Florges, like what, 20%? But after leftovers is only like 15%. And then I can't really do much to this thing because it'll just Wish Stall me or Toxic Stall me and that kind of stuff. So I bring out Brynhilder again, my Caesar, and he goes for the Wish. And obviously he's gonna go for the Protect here. So I'm just gonna go for like the U-turn, I think. Maybe? I think I go for that. So he withdraws right here. Okay, so that's nice. That's nice because now he gets his Charizard out. I can U-turn and then I can hit the stick with a super effective move next turn with my next Pokemon that's coming in, which will be my Flygon most likely. So yeah, I bring in my Flygon just to get off a Stone Edge in that Charizard if he chooses to stay in. And his Charizard Y is gonna activate right here, and that is great by me because I am Scarf and he'll activate his Charizard Y. He'll stay in, and he'll get hit by a full-powered Stone Edge from a Flygon. So he got absolutely wrecked by that Stone Edge, that Charizard Y, that big threat. This is just all to one move this match, and it gets destroyed by my Flygon. So he brings in this Conkeldurr, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna psych off my Flygon because I can't really bring in anything against a Drain Punch. And he over-predicts and brings his Latios. So that is awesome because now his Latios is out of the game too. So down goes his Latios, and then he again brings his Conkeldurr. So I am going to do the thing I originally planned to do with this Flygon, which is to sack it off, because I can't really do much with this Conkeldurr. I have to like, once I get past this Conkeldurr, basically, I can sweep with my Gliscor. So that's like my only plan right now. And even though my Storages aren't doing much to it, I know that I'm gonna do fine because if I get past this thing with my other Pokemon, then I could sweep with my Cloyster. So that's my plan right now. I don't want to bring in my Cloyster against this thing because it's a super effective Drain Punch, and I know that it won't knock me out, but it would get all its like HP back, and it can Mach Punch me next turn. So yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Anyways, I go for the Aura Sphere right here, and it hardly does anything to a Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is such a beast, such a threat. I should have tricked this first with my Rotom, so I could get off as Assault Vest, and then hit it with a super effective. I mean, not super effective, but just a move in general. But yeah, I wasted my Blastoise right there, so which is a shame. I brought it down to like 60% health though, so now I can bring in another Pokemon just to like get smashed by it. He goes for Mach Punch in my Rotom W. Oh, so that's why I didn't bring it in the first place. So yeah, he can Mach Punch my Rotom W and basically take me out. So there goes another one of my Pokemon. In comes Cassie, my Gudra, and I'm hoping to Dragon Ball this thing down. And it does like a pretty good amount, 25%, but sadly he'll get the same amount of health back with a Drain Punch. So, this thing's such a beast. I can't like take this thing down in one shot. Like, look at this Dragon Ball. It only does like 25%. Hardly does anything to it, and this Drain Punch will just get all its HP back. So, it took out what, 3 Pokemon so far? 4 Pokemon? I think 3 Pokemon so far from my team. So this Conkeldurr is just ripping through my team, just destroying whole like chunks of it. So my only hope now is just like destroy this thing with a Brick Break, twist bandage for my Caesar, and hope that he doesn't get enough HP back with this Drain Punch. So let's see if he does. So he gets a good amount of HP back, and I'm hoping that this second Brick Break can take it out, because if it doesn't, I'm dead. And thankfully it does take it out. So finally the Conkeldurr is finally down. In comes Landorus. And I'm like, okay, great, just kill me off with your Landorus, and now I can just bring in my Cloyster and set up on this thing and sweep your entire team from there. So thankfully he does take me out with the Earthquake, and now I can bring in my last Pokemon, my Shellder, and begin to wreck shop with a Shell Smash, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, and the Razor Shell, all that sorts of stuff. And then he switches out right here, which is kind of strange. Actually, I know what he's trying to do. He's gonna bring in his Landorus once again, get off an Intimidate, and then he's gonna switch out again, and then bring us Landorus again for Intimidate. But that doesn't really do much, because my Icicle Spear is still ×4 super effective against his Landorus. So that was a good move, but it's futile because nothing could withstand an Icicle Spear if you have ×4 weakness to it. Not even Gliscor full health probably can withstand it. And even though I'm at neutral like boosts. So he comes to this Landorus, he switches it out, and he brings in his other Pokemon just to be a sacrifice to the great almighty Cloyster. So I go for another Icicle Spear, and yeah, this is gonna be a 1-hit KO, which is technically a 5-hit KO because it's 5 hits, but it's 1 move, so it's technically 1-hit KO. So down goes his Vandabuzz in 5 hits, and then in comes his last Pokemon, which is his Landorus. And he goes for a second Intimidate, and then that brings me back to neutral on boosts. And they go for Icicle Spear, and it'll be enough, more than enough to take it out. So down goes Landorus, and that will be the game versus Cameron. So that was a very good game, Cameron. Hope we battle again soon. And yeah, your Conkeldurr is such a beast. I want to make one of those soon. Anyways, folks, if you enjoyed this battle, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.